The automotive industry remains a critical industry to the state. Michigan still holds the most diversity among automotive suppliers in the nation, with over 532,000 jobs in 2014. As the industry continues to make a positive impact on the U.S. economy, Michigan remains home to many of the top 100 North American automotive suppliers, according to the January 2015 report issued by the Center for Automotive Research. So this still is a really, really important industry to Michigan and to its future growth.
So the first trend I want to talk about is vehicle safety. Consumers today are demanding safety in their vehicle more than ever before. The suppliers are really being, most of the innovation with safety in two areas, crash avoidance and crash protection. Suppliers are developing the sensors and the cameras that are used. Suppliers are developing the airbag systems and the passive restraints. The next macro trend is recall prevention, all right? And that's in the paper a lot. I think we hear a lot about recall fatigue, and people are thinking, yeah, another recall, big deal. I don't believe that. I still think a recall can have a serious effect on a company's reputation. Certainly a small company like Subaru, we can't afford to have any major recalls. The final trend that I'd like to talk about is the kind of a fun trend, right? It's the autonomous driving vehicles, self-driving cars, and I don't think people realize how close we are to having cars on the road that are safely and self-driven. We are almost there. One of the main reasons for it is safety. If you're in an autonomous vehicle, you're not likely to have an accident, and you're not going to have an accident with another one. You know, just think of how much time you spend in your car, right? And if you didn't have to sit there driving and engaged on your car, just think how much more work you could get done. Right?
The President, CEO, has been very clear. He doesn't expect a very aggressive introduction of EV technology in the near future, but clearly he's betting on this for the future. Where we struggle, or we have a struggle, and probably the people that owns a Leaf will tell you, is with autonomy. The former Leaf had an autonomy of 200 kilometers. This is around, I would say, 100 miles, if my calculation is correct. And then the intention is that the current one had an increase of 10%, which is not at the level of the expectations, but we are expecting to multiply by 2 when you compare the Leaf with Tesla, so we are far away. Very important challenge as well is to generate sustainable in-house, what we call commercial cost reduction. In our mindset, it's not just profit coming from the suppliers to us. We do not expect that. What we do expect is in-house productivity. Whatever you can do with your purchasing department, whatever you can do with our manufacturing footprint, that I don't need to know. So you don't need to tell me what you have done. But we expect you do it to provide what we call commercial cost reduction. So this is very important. So we're talking about purchasing, supply chain, manufacturing improvements.